Hey guys, so in the last lecture we have seen vector representation of damped forced vibration, and we have also seen magnification factor. So today we are going to see a new topic, that is force transmissibility. So what do you mean by transmissibility? So transmissibility means that force can transmit from one to another. So, which force we are talking here? So, the transmissibility of the vibration or the of the force to the ground. How much transmissibility is there? So, what is our goal here? So, our goal here is to minimize the transmissibility. So if you have seen that if there is a machine who is vibrating very much, and if it has very much transmissibility, means it can transmit so much force towards the ground, then it may be possible that it may break it. So to minimize the transmissibility, we use this topic. So we'll understand as we move ahead clearer. So suppose this is a machine. So machine is having mass m, and it is moving up and down direction with the forced vibration, that is f0 sine omega t. So any machine will have a vibration, and it will be a continuous force vibration, so that is f0 sine omega t. Now uh, to object, or to restrict this vibration, a spring and a damper is used to minimize this vibration, and the less force is transmitted towards the ground. So this is the ground. So how much force is transmitted from this machine to the ground, that is what we are interested in. So here here we are considering a machine mounted on a spring and a damper. So in this case, force is transmitted to the foundation would be due to the spring and the damper. So let's say the force transmitted here. So there are total two. So force here, there is a spring force, and this is a damping force. So here the spring force transmitted would be kx, and here it will be c dot x dot, cx dot. So the force transmitted to the ground will be kx plus cx dot. So this is the transmitted force. Now, now we have found the solution of x. So what is the solution? So amplitude x is a constant capital X, and multiplied with sine omega t minus phi. Phi is the phase difference. Omega is the frequency of the excitation force, that is force frequency, this omega, and t is the instantaneous time, and sine, this sinusoidal function to give the SHM, it is simple harmonic motion. So now if we use this x in this equation, so we need to find also x dot. What is the value of x dot? So x dot will be x omega. So if we take so what is the derivation of sine? So it is cos omega t minus phi, and the derivation of this will be omega. It is omega minus 0, so omega. So it is x omega cos omega t minus phi. Now we will use this both terms in this equation of transmitted force to the foundation. So f of t will be equal to k x sine omega t minus phi plus c x omega cos omega t minus phi. So this is the transmitted force, that is kx. Now if I will take x as a common, so I am left with f of t. F of t x is a common, so I'm left with k sine omega t minus phi plus c omega cos omega t minus phi. Now as you can see, there's a sine and a cos. If I were to make this into sine alpha plus beta formula, I have to take this constants and convert subject it to its sine and cos. So suppose what is the formula for sine alpha plus beta is sine alpha cos beta, cos alpha sine beta. So I will use, if there is a sine here, so I will take k as a cos, so k as a z cos alpha, and here c omega as a z, so here there is a cos, so I will use here sine alpha. So what I will get, so I will get f of t is equal to x into for this k, so there is z, I will write this sine omega t minus phi and cos alpha plus c omega z sine alpha cos omega t minus phi. So you can see that sine alpha cos beta cos alpha sine beta. So we have got the formula for sine alpha plus beta, so I can write f of t is equal to x and again z is a common, so z sine uh, alpha plus beta formula, that is alpha plus omega t minus phi. I can also write omega t minus phi plus alpha, anything you can take, alpha or beta. So now, so we have converted in this term, but what are the values of z and alpha? So as we can use the trigonometric identity to find, so the z will be equal to under root k square plus c omega whole square, k square plus c omega whole square, and alpha we can use is tan inverse, so sine upon cos, so that is c omega by k, that is the value of alpha. So this is the value of z and this is the value of alpha, so we can use the value of z here directly. Now as you can see that here there are two angles, phi and alpha. So the difference between two angle, so let's give a new constant, that is gamma. So gamma is alpha minus phi. So what is this? So this is the phase angle, this is a phase angle of transmitted force, to the foundation with respect to the exciting force. So this is the difference between the transmitted force and the exciting force. So we will just put instead of alpha minus phi just gamma. So our transmitted force f of t will be xz sine omega t plus gamma. You can write omega t plus gamma. So I will take the opposite, that is phi minus alpha, it is phi minus alpha, there is a difference, so there is phi minus alpha, so here I will get omega t minus phi. So phase difference we generally use a negative sign, therefore omega t minus gamma. So this is the force transmitted. Now if I find the maximum amplitude of this transmitted force, so when this transmitted force will be maximum, when the value of sine is 1, so maximum transmitted force, that is amplitude, we will find that. So what is that? That is only xz. So what is x and what is z? So z we know that it is under root k square plus c omega square, so I will just write down, so f of t is equal to xz. So what is z? So z is nothing but under root k square plus c square omega square, and here it is x. So now we can convert this into r and zeta form. So as we know that we can take k as a common out. So if I take k common out, so I'm left with 1 plus c omega by k whole square. So that is xk under root 1 plus, I can use here, as we know that c, instead of c I can write zeta cc. So that is zeta cc. So instead of cc I can write omega by k. So I can write here, suppose if I multiply and divide by 2m and here 2m, so cc by 2m, what it is? So it is omega n. And what is omega? I can write here 1 plus zeta. Here cc by 2m, instead of that I can write omega n and omega, and here 2, and k by m is nothing but omega n square. So omega n will get cancelled. So we are left with xk under root 1 plus 2, this 2 zeta omega by omega n is nothing but frequency ratio, or that is small r. So but we need to remember that this whole term is in square. So this whole term is in square. So that is 2 zeta r whole square. So that is xk under root 1 plus 2 zeta r whole square. So this is the force transmitted f of t. Now we have found f of t, that is xk. Now but what is x? So x is nothing but an amplitude, that we have found for force vibration, that is x0 divided by under root 1 minus r square whole square plus 2 zeta r whole square. This is x. And what is uh, what is f of t then? Then f of t will be x0 into k under root 1 plus 2 zeta r whole square, whole square. So now what is x0? X0 is nothing but f0 by k. So I can write here, instead of x0 I can write here f0 by k. So k will get cancelled, so I am left with f0 into this term. Now if I bring f0 here, so I will get f of t by f of 0 is equal to under root 1 plus 2 zeta r whole square divided by under root 1 minus r square whole square plus 2 zeta r whole square. So this is ft by f0. So this is force transmitted to the initial f0 force. So the ratio of force transmitted to the initial force, that is the amplitude of the force transmitted to the foundation to the amplitude of exciting force. So ft by f0 is called transmissibility, that is tr. So this term we will call it as tr. That is transmissibility tr. So transmissibility tr is equal to under root of 1 plus, you can write here under root of 1 plus 2 zeta r whole square. And we know that what is this 1 upon this whole term? This is nothing but we can write it as magnification factor, that is capital M. So we can write it as capital M. So this is our transmissibility ratio, that is M into under root 1 plus 2 zeta r whole square. So I will just repeat the whole process. So what we have done here today. So we are interested in finding the force transmitted to the foundation. So we have just taken spring force and damping force, and then we have substituted the value of the amplitude with respect to the capital X and sine omega t minus phi, which we have found in the forced damped vibration, the solution of the X. So after substituting this value, we got that ft by f0, that is ft by f0 is equal to that is transmissivity ratio, that is under root 1 plus 2 zeta r. We have also used the value of x from the last forced vibration equation, and we also introduced few constants here to simplify, that is gamma, that is phase angle, and then we have found the maximum amplitude, that is xz, when sine is 1. So this is the transmissivity ratio. Now we will see a simple small example so that we can understand, or we can grasp this better. So we'll see this example. So here a machine of a mass 1000 kg. So just list out the data. So data. So a machine with a mass of 1000 kg on a 4 springs, each having a stiffness of 3.5 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per meter. So K is equal to, I can write 3.5 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per meter. And there are 4 springs. So I can write here that is 4, K4. So the damping factor of the dashpot is 0.2. So damping factor, that is zeta, is given 0.2. The machine runs at 2000 rpm. Speed is given, that is n, that is 2000 rpm. Under this operating conditions, the machine is found to deflect by 0.06 mm. So x is given, that is amplitude, that is 0.06 mm. Find the magnification factor m and force transmitted through the each mounting, ft, force transmitted to the each mounting. So ft we have to find. So two things we have to find. Now there are 4 springs here, it is mentioned. So that is a machine of a mass rests on a 4 spring, and each having a stiffness of 3.5. So I will assume that there is a machine here and 4 springs are in parallel to each other. Therefore the equivalent spring stiffness for this will be 4 times k, that is k1 plus k2 plus k3. So equivalent stiffness I will consider as 4 into k. So the equivalent stiffness ke will be 4 into 3.5. So it will be equal to 14 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per meter. So 3.5 into 2 is 7, and 7 to 14. So that is equivalent stiffness. Now we have to find magnification factor here. So what is the formula for magnification factor? So the formula for magnification factor is 1 upon under root, that is 1 minus r square whole square plus 2 zeta r whole square. So here we need two terms, that is zeta and r. So do we have zeta? Yes, we have zeta. Do we have r? No. So we have to find r. So what is r? R is the frequency ratio, that is the omega by omega n. Now what is omega n? What is omega n? Omega is force frequency and omega n is natural frequency. So do we have omega? No. Do we have omega n? No. So here we are interested in finding omega and omega n. So omega is natural frequency, sorry, force frequency, and omega n is natural frequency. So how we can find? So omega n, that is natural frequency, is nothing but that is under root k by m. So do we have K? Yes. Do we have M? Yes. So can we find omega n? Yes. So we can find omega n is equal to under root K by M. So omega n is equal to under root 14 into 10 raised to 6 divided by M, that is 10 raised to 3. So 10 raised to 3 will get cancelled. So I will left with I'm left with 209 omega n will be equal to 118.322 radian per second. So that is the value of omega n. Now we have found omega n, but what is the omega? How we can find omega? So as you can see that speed is given, that force speed is given in rpm. So with the help of that we can find omega. So omega is nothing but uh, 2 pi n by 60, 2 pi n by 60. So with the help of this formula we will find omega is equal to 209.4 radian per second. So we will find 209.4 divided by 44 divided by 118.322. So R will be equal to 1.77. So we have got the frequency ratio R is equal to 1.77. So magnification factor now we can find, because we have zeta and we have R. So both we have, so we can find the magnification factor, that is 0.445 will get if we calculate. Now so our first goal, that is to find magnification factor, is achieved. Now our second goal, to find the force transmitted, that is Ft. So how much force is being transmitted? So the total force transmitted, we have to find that first, how much force is transmitted to the ground, and then we will divide it by 4. So the force transmitted by each mounting we can find. So we have to find for each mounting. So first we will find the total force. So as we know that transmissibility ratio TR uh, is equal to, so we will not use here TR, that is transmitted ratio formula, but we will use directly the formula for F of T, that is force transmitted. So F of T formula, that is F of T force transmitted, is equal to x k under root 1 sorry equal to 1 plus 2 zeta r whole square. So xk is equal to under root 1 plus 2 zeta r whole square. So do we have x? Yes, directly the x amplitude is given, that is 0.06 meter, sorry 0.06 mm. So we can use directly here 0.06 into 10 raised to minus 3, and k also we have, that is 3.5. So I can use here just multiplied by 10 3. So I can use here 60 into 10 raised to minus 6, I can write here. And k what is k is 14 into 10 raised to plus 6. So minus 6 plus 6 get cancelled, and under root 1 plus 2 zeta r. Do we have zeta? Yes. So what is the value of zeta? That is 0.2. And what is the value of r? So that is 1.77 whole square. So f of t is equal to, we'll get the value 1029.219 Newton. So there is a total force transmitted to the ground, but the force what is asked in the question, that force transmitted through each mounting. So there are 4 mountings, so force transmitted to the each mounting will be Ft divided by 4. So it will be 257.305 Newton. So force transmitted through each spring is 257.305 Newton. So this is the main solution, that is 257.305 Newton. So I hope you understood with this theory and this example more clearly how much force is being transmitted. So hope to see you in the next lecture with another topic of transmissibility. So thank you very much.